Hi, Lee Phillips here. I'm going to talk to you about a topic that's, I'm going to say, not a real legal topic, but one which touches the legal industry. In fact, we went over it in law school and it drove me crazy because we went over it in law school for like 3 days. I have a bachelor's degree in geology and we spent like 15 minutes in geology on it, and then that was something we were supposed to know. Metes and bounds. That's what I want to talk about. It's a way of describing property lines, property descriptions. Your deed may read Lot 5, Plat 6 of the XYZ County Recorder. That's not a metes and bounds. That's a recorder's description of your lot. Many properties in the United States are described by the metes and bounds. The U.S. Geological Survey is behind most of it, and they have set up what we call markers, and usually it's on a section. A section's a big piece of property, and township is a bigger piece of property. The township has a bunch of sections in it. The sections are usually 1 mile square. And so in each state, now not all states have the same situation. For example, Texas is set up on a little different situation in many cases. But the county or the parish or whatever it is set up on metes and bounds with townships and sections. And the U.S. Geological Survey will actually put a little round disc in cement in the ground. It's about that big around, and it will say this is Township 6, Section 34, northwest corner. And when you survey the property, you start from that point, and your property is going to be 568 yards east of the northwest corner of Township 6. That's where you start. Then, according to the compass, you go 50 feet southwest, 32 degrees, and that's a line from that point. And you go all the way around. The biggest problem people make with the metes and bounds descriptions is the property doesn't close. It needs to actually go from this point over, then down, then across, then back. And you need to have the right number of feet in each direction to describe this piece of property. But you don't need a square piece of property to do it. You can do, and some of them go on for pages. 3 feet at 28 degrees north, 60, I mean, it gets very complicated, but in a sense, it's really not complicated. You just think of a grid system. They have a point in Utah. It's on Temple Square in Salt Lake City. And everything in the state is measured from that point. So many townships south, and so many sections over in the northwest corner of the township, and you can find out exactly where it is. You start and then you describe the property. It's called a metes and bounds description system.